Hello, everybody, and welcome to Big Daddy's Shop. Glad to have you here with me this evening, and I hope that everybody's doing fine today as we turn to a little spring build here. Doing a little something different. It takes two. What this build consists of is two 1x6s, 8 foot long. I like to have it on hand with some untreated 1x6s. I think number two pine, and which you stain it whatever. And what we do, we cut them in to sections. Start off on 45 degree. First, we rip them into 1.25 inch strips, and then we take and cut them into 8 inch. Uh, Four of them 8 inches long from long point to long point. Now these are all going to be long point to long point at 45 degrees. You go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18, excuse me. And that will consist of the build. If you want to make it any taller, just keep at it, just stacking them up on there. I think if you go up to 24 inches square on top, it's about, I think, let me see, 12, 14 inches, 16 inches tall. So with that in mind, let's get to building, gang, okay? You're going to be using Titebond 3, because it is going to be sitting outside, and some 1.5 inch brads to put them together. So let's get it going. Now starting out with the 18-inch ones. You can just whichever way you want to start out. Because I'm going to assemble it as I'm putting it together. And I wonder who's going to be the first one to get. Probably somebody already knows what it is. I know my wife, when she watches it, she'll already know what it is. And not because she come out here and seen it, it's because she's already got some of them around the house. But it's good for the springtime sales and stuff like that. People like this kind of stuff, and brings in a little money. Don't cost that much to build it. I think it's about $20 worth of stuff to build it. You can sell it for about $35, $40. No, you can probably sell it for more than that. Excuse me. And well, I know I have. You can get 50 for them if the market's right. Depending on what market you hit. If you hit the right one, you got 50. If you don't, you might have to come down to 40. But I've seen them go higher now. I've seen them go right there, $75 to $100 a piece. And you might be able to get that. I'm not going to say you can. I'm not going to say you can't. I'm just saying I'm satisfied with what I'm getting. But y'all know it don't take much to satisfy me. Just enjoy doing this and hanging out with y'all and our chats we have and stuff on devotions. And if anybody is new subscribers, welcome aboard. You get to see this right. You get to see this old man put some stuff together. 2-3 times a week. And I had it right to start with. Now there. And you can do 90-degree cuts if you want to. I just think the 45 makes it look a little bit better. The miter joint does. Gives it a little oomph. That gives you a little bit more selling power, I would say. You know, when you rather see a miter instead of just a butt joint on stuff, no, I would. This might help me a little bit. Vice, when you take my glasses, I didn't have my glasses on. Oh, Vice, since you're not going to come down and pick up stuff and hand to me on the floor, I did go by Harbor Freight and bought one of them little cheap pickup things. And I've had to use it twice today just getting this right here ready. Okay, that's our first step. That'll do. I don't know how they did that, but it did it. But that ain't no thing. Ain't nothing but a thing of chicken wine. All right. Let me get that. Make sure this thing halfway square. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now there. Well, let me get that out the way. Now there. Now. There we go. There we go. All right, people. My brothers and my sisters. Now we go for our next stage. This will just be a repeat and rinse. Glue. The dabber glue, as Bearded Viking would say. Make sure it's all spread out good. Okay. I've also got a couple things glued up. You're going to have a little build on it. One of them is what Bearded Viking gave me an idea to do, and he gave us all an idea to do it, but that way. That's one thing I can say about that man. He is not about him, it's just about helping us all to grow our channels. And there's so much friendly. I've been to a bunch of sites and stuff, and I'm gonna tell you, that site is about the friendliest one, that I've seen. Which most everyone I go to now. I ain't talking about the ones I've subscribed to. I'm just talking about the ones you'll see pop up. I'll go check them out and just see what kind of jive talking they're doing and stuff. And somebody gets 250,000 subscribers, might well say. You wouldn't expect they would speak to these little fish, not Viking. Little fish just as big just important to him as a big fish is. That's the same way with Jesus too. Amen. Now there. Now. Done it again, except done to my pad this time. How you like that? Bet y'all can't do that. This wood right here, this number 2 stuff, is bad about doing that. I don't know if y'all ever fooled with it or not, but it is bad about turning brass. Why? I don't know. I guess type of pine it is. Now there. Now there. That's better. That's better. And I'll tell you something else about them little Harbor Freight clamps right there. They're pretty good clamps. They're a pretty good job. Yes, they do. Especially the parallel clamps. I can't tell the difference between them and the Jorgensen or the Beemans. And plus, one thing about it, they got the same warranty the big guys have got. And because I've done it, you can walk right in there, Harbor Freight, with that thing stripped, bent, whatever, and they'll look. And if they're busy, what they'll do, you don't mind going back. You know where we got them in stock. You know where they're at. Well, or if you want to, you can wait and I go get it. I said, I'll go get it. Go back there and get it. Walk up there and let them see it. Go home with it. Done it again. I ain't holding my mouth right or something, guys. I mean, no, that right there turned in the middle of it. Now, All righty. Okay, people. Now, what we'll do, anybody know what it is yet? Now, has anybody guessed what it is yet? I think I messed up. I should have put a lot of this stuff together. Maybe it would help the bill go a little faster. Now, it might go a bit faster than I thought it would. I thought it's going to go slower than I thought it would too. But y'all don't mind, do you? That way y'all can see the mistakes when I blow them nails out the side. I thought clamping it down would make it faster for me, but it's holding on pretty good. Man, I better turn the air conditioner on. It might not take as long. Y'all be patient with me, okay? Pray for me while I'm doing this. You need something, do pray. All right? There you go. Now, y'all probably done figured it out, hadn't you? I'm sure you have. And the way I do this right here, I go ahead and cut my pieces about a ½ inch longer, 8, and then all that, and then I rip them, and then I take them over to my saw and put the 45 in at the right measurement in. And the reason I do that, kind of keep, these boards, they ain't never none exactly the same width and stuff like that. That way you can kind of match them and keep everything kind of, we can come some kind of order to it, not just a bunch of chaos. Like I say, you can do you. That's just the way I do it. Just because I know these boards, these types right here, especially, are all over the place. And even as old as I am, it didn't take about 30 minutes to cut it the way I was talking about cutting it. And then cutting all the 45s. Now, think you got it figured out yet? I'm pretty sure you've got ideas in your mind. I can't. I don't know why I'm asking. What y'all put in the comment section how high it was where y'all were at. I'll see you again later on at 7:30, and we'll do our chatting and stuff. If y'all all check the schedule on my bio, think about that. If you want, hey, if it's not, if it don't seem like it can work that way, we'll fix it where it can work some other way. Amen. That's just the first idea I come up with. It's not written in stone. There. Some hardwood there now. Yeah. Y'all see what I done to that Brad? Huh. Turned it into a staple almost. Made a U out of it. Now, how many of y'all got it figured out at this stage? We over halfway right now. So has anybody figured it out? Let's see. Let me look at something. Might have to. do a 2-part on you or something. You don't even show how long it's running. I guess it's still running. Where's the counter? I might should have learned how to edit on this video. Didn't realize it was going to take it. It didn't seem like it took that long on the other one I did last year. Of course. Oh, crap. I'll turn that off when I get it over there. Mm. There it is. Yeah. All right, gang. You're getting down the short rows, literally. Have y'all figured out what it is yet? It's an Aztec pyramid. Which it could be. Oh man. Oh, it did. What in the world? This wood is something. Man, goodness gracious, it doubled that nail. Literally. Huh. This thing being a booger bear right here, isn't it? I mean, like driving into a post oak or something. Went that time. Now, yeah. Goodness gracious. Good. Fine. I mean, them two I shot in there, I mean, it didn't stick. They just doubled over. I don't know if it's bad brads or this wood do that sometimes too, though. I do that. This wood something. What can I do? Put it up here. Bet it wouldn't work for me. No, I know I ain't going to. Come on. I can't bend my hands that way. Y'all hang in with me. Please don't give up on me. I know it's kind of boring to watch somebody glue and nail. Glue and nail. That's all we do is glue and nail. We talk a little bit too, though. Next time I do one's going to take this long, I'm going to just do a live. Probably take a little bit longer doing a live, though. But I'll have somebody to conversate with. All right, guy. Oh, I didn't smear that one, did I? No, there. Now, now. I don't think we need two nails to get these shorter ones. Is it going to be a surprise to anybody yet? And I tell you what, gang, the ones that got in late or didn't make it live, they still watched it, and they even sent me a message saying, "Man, sorry about not being here for the live, but I watched it anyway." I think y'all getting a little hungry for that stuff, ain't you? And John, I watched you. Which I already know you probably done seen where I liked and commented on it. But I sure didn't know that was you when it first come through that earlier that day, yesterday. Who is this? I said, I'll watch that later. One of being my old buddy. There we got one right there, just blew out the side. Oh, man. Mm. Why do you hold this way? It sticks on me. Hold the other way, it won't slide. Now, got one more run after this one, guys, and then I'll tell you what it is. And really, all you got to do is just take your angles right here on the miters, just line them up with the where they're supposed to be at with the miter. But I always like to put my thumb around it. And now, finally, the right one. The right level, the last one. Now, you, like I say, you can add levels on to it, make it ever tall you want. Good to play with and stuff like that. Fun for the family. Now, I also got a couple of little different ways to do this as far as finishing it up. I've done it both 3 different ways as far as the last tier. And they all seem to work good. Now, oh, all right. Are y'all ready for the unveiling now? Okay. Flower pot. See the flower come up there? Ooh. Now, what I was talking about you do different. Add to it. I finished it like this right here before. And then what I've done also is, when I got to this level right here, went 2 higher and left a slot in on this side and on the other side. Put my hand in and put one across top, but a layer across top of it to make it where you pick it up by a handle, or you can pick it up like this. And also, I've done one. I turned this top part into like an I-beam. In other words, I see what I'm talking about. In other words, done something like this, held it over in there, and then let that lift over. That way you grab it right there or something. You know, put a little hole in it right there to put your fingers through there and grab it right there in the middle. But hey, how y'all like that? I think it turned out pretty good. And look, people do like these things. And you could butt joint it, but don't that look just so much better? So I'm talking about than a butt joint to me. It does to me. Might not to y'all. But hey, guess what? When you build this, you do you. Amen. Oh, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know it was kind of long and stuff like that. Be back online here at 7:30 tonight with our Searching the Scriptures devotion, and it's hot in here. And I'm gonna turn it air conditioner on and just see what it sounds like as far as me working in here. See what it sounds like on the audio, so that way I can have my air conditioner running. Oh yeah. That don't make that much noise, does it? All right, y'all let me know if y'all, I'll be able to hear it too when I listen to it. So remember, like Malachi says, y'all got him spoiled. Especially when you ask where he's at. No, he thinks he's a rock star now. And but like he does it, you have been blessed by God. Now go be a godly blessing. Now, I love each one of y'all. Thank you all for the support, the vote of confidence, and the encouragement that I get from every one of y'all. So until tonight at 7:30, remember, any day in the shop is a good day. Love each one of you. See you again real soon.